Welcome to Good Morning Akron, everyone. I'm your host, Sarah, and today I get to hang out with Bill Wixon. Bill, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful.
I'm so glad.
Cold,
You're cold?
Oh, yeah.
It is kind of chilly in here. And it's it's gotten colder outside, right?
Oh, much.
So, Bill, the first thing I want to talk to you about is your story. Tell us a little bit about your background.
My background is I graduated high school and I went right to the Navy.
Okay.
And I spent 6 years in the Navy. I was a cryptologist, a cryptologic technician.
Oh, cool. Actually,
in the Navy.
My father-in-law was that. That's super
Really?
interesting.
Oh, that's
we could have
pretty
another
cool.
conversation at
There
another
you go.
time.
Yeah. So, I like music, okay? I love music. When I was in the Navy, I had the privilege of performing with the Navy Blue Jacket Choir.
Okay.
We did graduations and
That's
things
super
like
fun.
that, which was fun.
Yeah.
And then I came home and started singing gospel music. I sang in a Southern gospel group when I was in high school, and I just continued with music.
And you've been doing it forever.
That's what it seems like.
That's what it seems like.
But it's fun. It's something I really enjoy. I have a whole studio in my home, that my wife wishes I wasn't so loud.
All right, so tell
the
us.
neighbors probably wish I wasn't so loud.
Probably, but that's okay. As long as you're not like banging drums at like 2 a.m. in the morning, I think it's okay, right?
No.
So tell us a little bit more about your music. Do you go out and perform regularly?
Right now I'm doing Santa Claus, and we're doing Santa Claus around. In the past year, I spent 4 months out in Las Vegas as a street entertainer.
Okay, so I want to hear about this. Tell me about that.
They call it busking.
Okay.
Okay, and busking street entertainment has been around since the medieval times.
Forever.
When you see the jesters for the kings, they entertain the kings.
Yeah.
Well, buskers now work on the sidewalks, the streets, and they work for tips.
Yep.
And I do the same thing for tips all around Cuyahoga Falls. I haven't made it into Akron yet, but I sing in Cuyahoga Falls. We're going to start doing Christmas music in another week or so.
Love that.
I'll put my Santa Claus suit on, and we'll let kids take pictures. I'll be at a few craft fairs around. But busking in Las Vegas was fun.
Tell me about that.
It was fun.
And you went for like 4 months?
4 months, yeah.
That's amazing. Did your wife come along with you?
Yeah.
She did? Okay. How did it go? Was it a fun experience?
Oh, yeah. It was really fun. The money was good. The money should have been better. When you see 2,000 people walk by in an hour, and you only get a couple $100 in an hour. But there's times that it's lean too. One night we were out there for 4 hours. We were not at the Venetian. I sang mostly at the Venetian Resort out by the fountains.
Yeah.
But we were up on one of the cross bridges. Okay, I made $28 one night in 4 hours.
So not very much.
Not very much.
So it just depends on the night.
It depends on the night and how the people feel that night. Now in Las Vegas, you get a really huge
turnout,
diversity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of crowd, okay?
Sure.
And one of the most interesting things that my wife will tell you, Patty, my beautiful wife Patty, sitting over there in the corner. But the homeless they were amazing. Just how many there were and how bad a shape they were in. I mean, we literally
I've heard it's bad in Las Vegas.
We literally saw a guy, his legs were about gone, and he was crying, saying, "They're going to take my legs, they're going to take my legs." He had been to the hospital, they wrapped him in gauze and put him back out on the street.
So for people who, I wouldn't even think about going and doing busking somewhere. For someone who's like, how did he even end up doing that? Do you have to actually apply for a permit to do that? If you want to be a street performer, what does that even look like? If you're like, hey, I'm going to go do street performing.
What you do is get yourself a speaker and a microphone or whatever you want to do and go on a sidewalk, as long as you're on a public property, okay?
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it, no permits. It's public property. It's your First Amendment right.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay?
That's super
now,
fun.
I have had people give me a problem, but then when they found out what the truth is, they invited me back the next day. So
okay.
Anybody can do it.
I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to hear more about Santa. Okay, so you are going to be performing
I'm
another
gonna be performing
performance
as Santa.
with your wife. She's Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit about Santa, how you started doing that, and then tell us where you're going to be at.
Well, at first we were going to do Santa in Vegas, which probably would have been like really lucrative.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If you got the beard, not a fake beard, and mine's growing and
Yep.
it's been growing since
You got a
July.
good Santa beard.
But I had an accident out there, and we had to come home to be with doctors, and so we came back to Ohio. We love Ohio. We love Cuyahoga Falls. We love what y'all are doing here. What you're doing is like fantastic. Not
Thank
just
you.
not just for Akron.
We love it too.
But all the areas around Cuyahoga Falls, Talmadge, Stowe.
Absolutely.
You
And
know.
I love Cuyahoga Falls too. I lived there briefly and have some friends that live there, so it's a great city
It's a
as
pretty
well.
fun town.
Yeah.
But as far as Santa goes, this is our first year, and I started growing my beard. Like I said, we're going to do it in Vegas, but we come back here, and my goal is I'm starting out doing a few craft fairs, which
Okay.
I sent you the brochures on, and hopefully it branches out from there. Home visits are kind of hard with what I got going on. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I literally don't get out of my chair, and the only time I stand up at home is I pull myself up on a bar and do. You can cut that out if you want to.
So anyway, can you tell us some of the different places that you're going to be? Do you have them in your mind, or do you just want us to link them below?
I know I'm going to Sugar Creek. Oh, guess what? I'm going to be in the parade.
Right.
The
Tell us
Akron
about the parade.
Everything I have. I drew a picture of something that I wanted for my chair. I got another hand holder, but a gentleman in town, and I can't remember his name. He built me a stand with things that fit over my things here, and my computer fits here, my mixer fits here, and my speaker fits down here on my.
How cool.
Yeah,
So you
so
can
you're totally-
easily go do a performance.
Oh yeah, anywhere,
That's
because
amazing.
everything I have is battery operated. I have a little battery pack. It'll last 10 hours. And
So what we'll do is we'll make sure that we link some of these
Okay.
different places you're
Right.
going to be. If we don't get them actually in the video, I'll make sure that we link them below the video, and we'll
Okay.
just get the information
Wonderful.
out to everyone so that they can come see you as Santa. They can come see you perform some
now in the
different places.
parade,
That'll
I
be
won't
great.
be Santa. They already have a Santa.
Okay.
Hopefully next year my beard grows out more, and I can get some more Santa things in the cities around
Still
here.
fun that you get to go and be a part of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
It's
that'll be great.
fun to be part of everything. We meet people. One of the things that the people in this area are not used to is giving tips. I don't think they realize that your street performers, and I'm sure that there'll be more show up.
Right.
Around town. We're not. And a lot of people think that a street performer or a busker is a beggar. And I honestly don't think of us as beggars, because I am providing a service.
Sure.
I'm not sitting on the side of the street with a cup out saying, give me money. I sing you a song.
Right.
And, hopefully
No, I
you'll
love that.
enjoy
And that is true, because if you're in a big city like New York City,
Right.
that's the expectation. There's street performers out.
They're
that-
everywhere.
right,
They're
exactly,
everywhere around
so.
Cleveland. I got invited to go to the Public Square celebration in Cleveland, but
Yep.
I already got something else going on that day,
Well, that's
so I
great.
won't be able to go, which is fine.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Anything else that you want to share? Is there, some words of wisdom maybe for someone who's like, maybe I want to be a street performer? Would you give them some words of wisdom?
I sure would. Just get out there and do it. It don't matter how good you are. Just get out there and do it. Meet people.
That's the first step,
and
right?
That's it. Just get out there and
just
sing
start.
your heart out. There's a lot of jugglers, dancers. In Las Vegas, there's everything. I mean, kids on
So cool.
bicycles, dancers, jugglers, whatever.
All right. Well, I love that. Just get out there and do it. I think that's a good tip for someone who is maybe wanting to start something, but they're just not sure. Even if they don't want to be a street performer, just for anybody, right? Just get out there and do
that's
it.
for anything. Don't let nothing hold you back. I don't let nothing hold me back at all.
I can tell that you
You
don't.
know, it's just, people, when we were, and I'll tell this, and if not, you use it if you want to, but when we were out in Vegas, it was 117 degrees.
It's hot.
That's hot. It's cold here. But people would tell me that they feel sorry for me, and I said, I'll tell you what, don't feel sorry for me. You are walking in the heat. I'm riding. And I got a breeze
true.
blowing in my face.
It's a good attitude,
and
Phil.
that's- and
I like it.
And I'll say something about people with disabilities. most of the time, don't feel sorry. We don't want you to feel sorry for us. Okay, you have to be positive, face your disability, and move on.
Those are some good words of
That is the
wisdom
best.
too.
That's the best I can say about being totally disabled. Move on. Don't let it get you down.
Well, I appreciate your good attitude, and I appreciate you coming on the show. We are going to link all those fun Santa visits and
Okay.
and your shows coming up. So
And
we'll
like I
make
said,
sure
I'm
we get that out there.
this is my first year. I don't have a lot of places. If you're a store, if you're a restaurant, I don't see it much around here. But Breakfast with Santa, my information will probably be along the bottom of the
Absolutely.
screen. Give me a call.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk.
Well, go ahead and share your information for everyone. Go ahead.
Okay, my email is williamwixon@gmail.com. My telephone number 234-788-3861 or 330-203-2257. Give us a call and
Perfect.
we'll fix you up.
All right. If you're looking for a Santa, you heard him. You can still book him
Real
for your
beard,
Breakfast
too.
with Santa. Real beard. We got Mrs. Claus coming
Yep.
along as well,
Yep.
which is super fun. So thank you guys so much for watching here on Good Morning Akron. We had a great time with Bill
Thank
here
you.
today. Thank